It's my honor and privilege to be here with you today as you receive the recognition you deserve for your hard work in earning your degrees and certificates. I was in your place in 1984 when I received an associate's degree in applied science and electronics from Tidewater Community College. I also received a certificate in electronics from the Virginia Beach campus. Now, you've worked hard and you've studied for this day, and I know that all of those who are here for you are extremely proud of your achievements. Now, I promise you, here and now, that I am not your typical politician who likes to hear himself talk. So I will be accurate, I will be brief, and I will be seated. You know, as an engineer, I almost didn't make it here today. We take things kind of literally. I was told I was going to speak at the graduation exercises, so I went to the gymnasium, and they said, no, you got the wrong place. So I came back over here. But anyway, upon my graduation from Tidewater Community College, I applied to Old Dominion University and worked towards a degree in electrical engineering technology. I was very well prepared for further education by the community college system in Virginia, and I easily became indistinguishable from those students who had completed their first 2 years at the university. What I did discover was that I had received a much more individual attention at TCC than I would have received at a four-year university. This is especially true in the area of mathematics. I also developed a strong base in calculus, which is the bedrock of most sciences. And after all, I learned there that there are three types of people in this world: those who can count and those who can't. Wait for it. There it is. Okay. After graduation from ODU, I was offered a job with Texas Instruments in Dallas, Texas, working on the high-speed anti-radar missile known as HARM, and was also offered a commission in the Naval Reserve as an aerospace engineering officer. I later returned to Hampton Roads and worked for the Navy as an electronics engineer on the F-14 and A-6 aircraft. All of this was possible because I started my higher education just like you, here in Hampton Roads at Tidewater Community College. Now, you will either enter the workforce, seek a bachelor's degree from a four-year institution, do both, or do neither. It's up to you to determine the path you will take in life, and it's totally up to you if you succeed and how successful you will be. As you know, I now serve in the Senate of Virginia, and I won't be there forever. I genuinely hope that some of you have a fire in your belly to seek elective office for the opportunity to serve your fellow citizens. I never expected to seek elected office, and if my TCC professors were here, they'd go, no way. Yeah, they'd be shocked. But as I coached my two sons' recreational football teams, I developed a desire to try to make life better for the children that I coached and their families. I ended up running for the mayor of Chesapeake and came up within 1 percentage point of defeating a person who had been in office for 14 years. So, I didn't win. But I evaluated my campaign, and 2 years later, I was elected to the Chesapeake City Council and was elected as the vice mayor of the city 2 years later. In 2001, the opportunity came up to run for the House of Delegates, and I was again successful and spent 12 years in the House. Later, an opportunity came up to run for the Virginia Senate, and again, I was successful to have served in the Senate for 3 years. But I reiterate to you that it all started right here where you are today. If you come to my office in Richmond, you will see a Tidewater Community College pennant hanging on my wall. I am proud of TCC, and I know how much I owe this institution and how valuable my education has been to any success that I've enjoyed. Well, enough about me. Let's talk about you. You must make up your mind to be a positive influence in our society. Our country is in a precarious state, and you will be the ones who will either save our wonderful country or let it plunge into oblivion. All of you can't be elected officials, but all of you should always remember that you can be a contributing part of the political process. But always strive to be a voice of reason and civility. The lack of respect and civility are two of the most destructive attitudes that keep us from finding common ground and compromise in our political process. Washington is absolutely broken, and very little is accomplished in both the House of Representatives and in the Senate. It is said in Washington that Democrats hate Republicans, Republicans hate Democrats, Democrats hate other Democrats, and Republicans hate other Republicans. And nothing can be accomplished with that prevailing attitude. At least in Richmond, in the General Assembly, We may not always agree, but we are respectful of other legislators and their viewpoints. We truly try to treat each other with respect and dignity, and an example of that is one of my best friends in the Virginia General Assembly. He's an African-American Democrat who is a superdelegate pledged to Hillary Clinton. I'm a hardcore Republican. We would not vote the same way on most issues, but we still respect each other, and when the sessions are over, we go out to dinner or play golf together. And he was one of the few visitors I had in my home after I went through a difficult surgery. He is my very good friend. Yes, it can really happen, and it does happen. It is trite but true, but you don't have to be disagreeable when you disagree. You will be the difference in our lives, and you will be the ones that lead our localities, states, and our country into the future. What will you do to make sure that Virginia and America are safe, secure, and fiscally sound? Start thinking of the answers now, as your time to serve, just as mine did, will come before you know it. Be ready, be knowledgeable, be educated, be kind, be civil, and be prepared to take your place as a leader in our society. Your opportunities are endless, and I know that there will be amazing experiences ahead of you. The adage of carpe diem, seize the day, has never been more true and poignant than it is from this day forward. You are the future. You can do it. As I said, from here, you can go anywhere. God bless you on your journeys and into the future, and I'm sure that you will take good care of us. We're counting on you. Thank you.